Ready, guys?
Ready.
Welcome to Watch the Pod YouTube. A.S. Caldero here again and again and again and again for our review for the Elimination Chamber match and pay-per-view. And I am introducing someone that's going to be introducing someone else. Let's start with Chris Corey, the future.
Thank you. I have returned yet again, my peeps. And today, I'd like to introduce someone very close to me, a good personal friend of mine. The franchise, Joe DeMarco.
Thank you. Debut. Making an epic debut here. Welcome. Thank you, Alex, for having me. I appreciate it.
No problem. We need a new voice around here. We're missing Vanessa. And, we could always, anyone will consider you to be on the show. Or at least one of the weeks. Because, I don't get to do this just for the fun.
We just do this for fun.
So let me jump into Chamber pay-per-view. Chris, you want to elaborate?
Wow. Usually the Elimination Chamber is really not all that. It's like a minor pay-per-view. But given the amount of speculation that's leading up to Mania, this, I think, was really good. The match that really got me, that made me watch the Elimination Chamber, was the Clash of Titans between the Shield and the Wyatts. And, wow. It was an all-out brawl. I mean, these two teams hated each other. They were going back and forth, talking this, talking that. And you thought the Wyatts were going to get the upper hand. They did get the upper hand at the Chamber, though. But the Shield put up a valiant effort. Roman Reigns again steals the show, as he always knows how to do. Giving the Superman punch, doing the spear, and he takes your breath away when it comes to doing matches. I mean, you don't know what to expect from him, but he leaves you on the edge of your seat. And he did that Sunday night against the Shield. Against the Wyatts.
Pretty much when Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt was in the ring, that's pretty much what everybody wanted to see.
Yeah, and did you hear the chants? They were going, "Let's go Shield, let's go Wyatts." They were doing a chant.
They were doing chants back and forth.
It was crazy.
It sounded pretty even.
It was.
They're both supposed to be heel factions, and they both getting cheered like.
But one of them was a babyface and one of them was a heel. Or both of them were baby faces. I mean, I've never heard that.
That was like a weird thing.
But it was good to see.
Yeah, it was cool.
You think about it, Alex, it was good to see the fans getting behind two tag teams that have dominated the WWE. One for the past year and a half, the other one for a couple of months. It's good to see. You don't have the fans. Yes, you still have the fans going for the Usos. You have fans still going for the Outlaws. Yeah. But just to hear the crowd going, "Let's go Shield, let's go Wyatt, let's go Shield, let's go Wyatt," really broadened it out more.
Roman Reigns has the moves, but Bray Wyatt is strategic. He always wins at the end.
Oh yeah.
Sister Abigail comes, you're done.
Because he plays with your mind. He's a mind game type of person. You think you're going to have him be, he comes out of nowhere and does a wicked move which leads it to Sister Abigail. He's a mind game type of guy. And it's good. It really is. And
we could talk all day about this match. It was a great match.
It was no out war.
Let's move on to the main event. We're not even going to talk about the other matches. We don't have time. We have to talk about Raw.
Sleepers.
Let's just move on. The Elimination Chamber match itself. Randy Orton, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, two-strapped motherfucker, walking around holding shit down. The champion versus 5 other individuals. number one, we'll say is Christian.
Oh yeah, Christian washed off it.
Mr.
What
Killswitch.
a waste of a position in the Elimination Chamber. I would have liked to see Jack Swagger in the Elimination Chamber match. You had Antonio Cesaro, possibly the superstar of the future.
Antonio Cesaro.
Sheamus.
Sheamus, which he's okay.
John Cena,
and John Cena.
Yeah, he's another one. He's getting washed off.
Last but not least, it's who it is. The Yes Man himself.
The Yes Movement, Daniel Bryan.
And he's pretty much the savior of the match, I think.
Oh, he definitely
did. He definitely
Oh,
did.
yeah.
Like I was watching it with friends that don't watch it as much as me, and they were like, every time Daniel Bryan came and hit him with the knee or something, they were like, whoa, Other people they weren't impressed with the moves.
Yeah, I mean this guy, Daniel Bryan, they constantly bury this guy. I can't help but feel bad for him. But he definitely saved that last match. He definitely stepped up. This guy is a workhorse. Then towards the end of the match, you had Corporate Kane come out, cost him the match again. You see Randy Orton hit an RKO. Daniel Bryan kicks out. It took 2 RKOs to basically put Daniel Bryan away.
Yeah, and a chokeslam from Kane.
And a chokeslam.
Just that.
I never thought that he was gonna win that.
I had to clear the way it looked. I really thought. You said Bryan was close to winning. I thought Cesaro had a great chance to take. He put
You were saying that. I was like, you are crazy.
I know. I laid it out there last week. I laid it all on the line last week.
Cesaro?
Could you imagine? And they even said it on Raw. They said it on SmackDown. He was a dark horse. And that's what you got to be aware of. Dark horses. They can come out of nowhere and pull off the upset of upsets. And I was leaning towards Cesaro pulling the upset. It would have been great. So, remember what I was telling you? Cesaro Batista. That would have been awesome. It would have been great. But you said that Cesaro doesn't have the mic skills to work a crowd over.
And neither does Batista, so it's kind of like too dull.
Yeah, it'll kind of give you that feeling of...
Like there's always got to be one person saving the speaking part. And no one there can do that. No one, Batista nor Cesaro could carry that torch of speaking for both.
So you're saying if they would have done Cesaro Batista for Mania...
It's a sports entertainment.
I know that, but if you're saying, if you would have done Batista Cesaro at Mania for the title, it would have been a dud.
It would have not been a dud, the match itself. But the promoting to it would have been a dud.
Would have been a big dud.
Yeah, not the respect for the match, because people always watch matches later and say that was good, and they didn't give it a chance or this and that. But that doesn't matter that day, because you're gonna get booed just because Daniel Bryan's not there.
Exactly.
You're just gonna get booed just because the fans are hateful nowadays.
No.
But anyways, the match itself. Any highlights for the Elimination Chamber that any of you guys want to talk about?
Yes, the Cesaro swing. And how he pulled that off. I was like, he pulled that off to Cena. And I was like, whoa. And he did it like 20, almost 30 times. I'm like, doesn't this guy get dizzy from doing that swing? I mean, he keeps his balance after he does this on the rest of the universe is just like spinning their heads. And another one was Christian going to the top of the pod. And he did like the frog splash to eliminate Sheamus. Yeah. That was great. And then Sheamus gives the bro kick to Orton, and Orton was like, "You see me? I'm in here. You can't touch me." Yeah. Sheamus was like, bro kick.
It may be an overkill, but I welcome it. I welcome the wall. I got the chain on right now. The Wyatts come in.
Oh yeah.
Break in and on some cheating ass bullshit, but I love it. So, what do you guys think about that?
It was good.
Yeah, I definitely think it was good. You have to realize these are the new faces of the WWE now.
They're good. That's exactly what I was mentioning to you guys earlier before we aired. That Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt, to me, in like 2 years, they're both gonna be independently on their own.
If not sooner.
Like, and I feel like they should build that up for 2 years. I feel like before they have a real one-on-one at a pay-per-view or something. Because them two, I feel like they can be like the new Cena Randy, Like that, those two guys, like for this
Or
generation.
they can lead it up to WrestleMania, not this year, of course, but maybe down the road. Maybe.
I think that the next couple years is O'Brien.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you're gonna start.
He didn't even get it yet.
No, yeah.
So once he gets it, I think he should at least have 2 years. Maybe getting it back and forth.
I would love to see him as a WWE.
At least 2 years. That's a fair. And then they move on to Bray and Roman.
You build it up.
I think Roman needs a couple of other belts. I think he needs an IC.
He needs the
or
IC.
the United States before he could. He already had the tag team belts.
He had the tag team.
I'm gonna throw something out there right now for WrestleMania, and I hope everybody listens to this and then comments it.
What's that?
I predict that there will be a 3-way match for the United States Championship at WrestleMania. Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns for the United States
That's
Championship.
what I was saying. I was like, we were talking about that.
Yeah.
We were like, that would be, and I took it a step further. I was just like, this is even more of a fantasy. That Biggie Langston, this is not going to happen, but in my fantasy world, it would be Biggie Langston loses to Dean Ambrose, and then he has both belts. And then Roman Reigns, all the Shield will fight for both belts at WrestleMania. And then I picture Roman Reigns just beating everybody. And then at the end, he'll have the IC and the United States.
But remember, Vince was also saying, what about unifying those titles, the IC and the United States title?
Yeah,
like you unified the WWE
I want
title.
things to be more special.
You can't really unify because then
Yeah.
they would take away belts. They would take away belts, and you need belts.
I think
Those are like the mid-card titles.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Well, either way, like you said, that's a good alternative for that.
It would be good. It would be good. It would be something the fans wouldn't expect. And you need something like that. You need a surprise at WrestleMania.
But anyway, back to the match. How did it end? Bryan losing,
Yeah.
Christian losing, Sheamus losing, and then it was Cena he lost because Bray Wyatt
The Wyatts.
Sister Abigail, he does that shit all the time now. What else? How did who was left last? It was
Cesaro getting ousted.
It was left last was Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan.
And Daniel Bryan. Yeah, that was the last two combatants in the chamber.
Oh, and then Kane came.
And then
Kane interfered. Randy Orton RKO Daniel Bryan. And
Kicked out.
Kicked out. Then Kane chokeslammed him.
Chokeslammed him and then delivered an RKO, and that was the end of the match.
Okay.
But how Kane,
That was-
but no one noticed it. Kane actually went out to check to tell the Wyatts, to go to the back, and then he checked on Cena, and something clicked in Daniel Bryan's mind. Hey, Kane got here. He's gonna screw me again. Let me go right after Kane, and maybe that was a downfall for Daniel Bryan.
By the way, so many people coming in and out is so ridiculous. Like the Wyatts got in there. I get the Wyatts because it blacks out, but like everyone is just
it's becoming too predictable now.
It's like, okay, I'm gonna go down there too. I'm gonna come from the barricade.
Yeah, right.
Go
No.
in there.
But that was Daniel Bryan's downfall. He focused on Kane when he should have focused on Orton. Because you say he had Orton beat. He did. But he focused more on Kane because they're going to set that up for Mania. They're going to set that up, Kane, Daniel Bryan, or you might see something else. I'm going to throw this out there. What about a triple threat match between Hunter, Kane, and Bryan? Maybe, or a fatal four-way. Punk, Bryan, Kane, Hunter.
Fantasies after fantasies being booked here, ladies and gentlemen.
How would that sound?
Let's talk about the end of the match. Randy Orton has the belt like I predicted. Chris Corey, the future. Didn't I predict the future?
Yeah.
That it's going to be Randy Orton and Batista WrestleMania. I said that last year. I said that because Triple H is head of creative control.
Yeah.
His mans and his other mans that he brought up into the game are going to headline WrestleMania.
And it started with Evolution. He brought them up. He was the mentor.
My friend owes me $20.
Oh, wow.
Because I told him, brother.
Wow.
Well, why don't we just close that chapter because we got so much to talk about. Let's just pretend this is a new show. Everybody close your eye 5 seconds. Welcome to We Love It Raw. Monday Night Raw review. Every week, me and Chris Corey, V-Ness, and now, introduce yourself, new guy.
The franchise, Joey DeMarco.
Here, we step into the brother, Hulk Hogan.
the brother man, saying he's back to host WrestleMania 30 like I predicted a long time ago, brother. So he does his thing, the Hulk Hogan thing. Everybody loves it.
Because he's a Hall of Famer, because he paved the way.
I started here at WrestleMania 1.
Madison Square Garden,
Madison
1984.
Square. Exactly.
Sorry.
That was cool, you know, but it was predicted that that was coming. Especially the last couple of days, everybody knew he was coming. The people that really wanted to know, I'm sure like little kids don't know.
Oh yeah, because they didn't grow up watching Hogan like I did.
And they're not on the internet trying to figure shit out like I am.
Like I am.
But
Like we all are.
you want to move on to the first match?
Batista and Alberto Del Rio.
The rematch.
We didn't even talk about the match from last night, which I'm gonna just throw in. He finally did a Batista bomb at the pay-per-view last night.
And the right way.
In the right way.
I mean,
Actually landed to the floor. But it's a rematch. You want to talk about the rematch on Monday Night Raw? Just
I
talk
mean,
about what
like,
you think about that.
yeah, you know, I'm going to give a brief review about this because this match was, forget about it. Batista is currently really not in ring-ready shape.
No.
He can't even breathe.
Yeah, he's like...
He's like out of breath every time.
When's the last...
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, like,
Bad.
and then you have Del Rio, any fan of wrestling and any fan of Raw watching the show sees, like, Del Rio carrying Batista pretty much.
Yeah, but he's making Del Rio look amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Del Rio looks like he's a young scrapperoo.
Yeah, you know, it's funny, like, in previous Del Rio matches, it was always, you know, like Randy Orton, Sheamus carrying Del Rio. It's like weird.
That's how
having it to be
bad
opposite,
Batista
yeah.
is. And not for nothing, if it stays Batista Randy, it's gonna suck. That match is gonna suck, and Randy's gonna carry him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Literally
yeah.
carrying him,
Yeah.
lifting him his old ass up and slamming him. Cause not only he's old, but he like breathes old.
Yeah.
Like he needs to stay in shape. Cause there's people his age, like The Rock, that he's not huffing and puffing in the ring.
No, it's a shame. You know, it's a crying shame. You gotta
He sucks, man. I
Yeah.
can say right now,
He does.
His
in-ring
It's
skill is
pathetic.
horrible.
It's pathetic.
His in-ring skills went down the drain. Down the drain. He had it when he was in his
he
youngest.
has no like
No more.
electricity in the ring either.
No.
Like he's so sloppy with the
He's, like,
with
very
the grappling.
stiff.
Why do you think
Stiff.
why do you think the fans are booing him? Because of his in-ring abilities.
He sucks, man.
And like Batista said, he said it too. He goes, I don't care what these people say. They have a voice, I have a voice. You want to cheer me? I'm going to cheer you back. You want to boo me? I'm going to boo you back. You think I give a crap what they think? No. I am who I am. You don't like it? Deal with it. That's it.
But anyway, to conclude this about Batista and Del Rio, all of a sudden Randy Orton music hits.
Oh, he comes
Batista
Oh,
gets
yeah.
distracted. Alberto Del Rio goes for the roll-up, and Alberto Del Rio wins the match.
But the Rio helped some tights up.
Yeah. Well, you know, interference, tights.
Yeah, it's
Still got the victory.
still got the victory.
Batista
Batista has
was
a
still breathing.
boring ass speech Batista made. I love this business and all this boring ass shit. You suck, man.
Yeah.
You need to I don't know. You need a Paul Heyman type of guy behind you.
Yeah.
You can't really speak for yourself anymore. Or
You
I don't
want
know if ever, but
One final word, Batista. Go back to Guardian the Galaxy. Do not go back to the ring.
keep going.
I'll go back to UFC where you failed.
Ooh, that's like you hurt his feelings if you heard that.
Yeah.
You think I give a crap?
Batista's tweeting. This is trending worldwide right now.
You think I give a crap? Come on, man. I don't give a fuck what that asshole thinks.
Why don't we move on to the Intercontinental Champion
Biggie
and his match of the night?
Biggie versus Cesaro. Wow. I'm just gonna say this was good. This was a carryover of Cesaro from the Elimination Chamber. He knows how to do it. He puts on a great show. His in-ring skills are fantastic. He basically controlled the match almost. He controlled it. And, you know, he had a near fall. and Cesaro looked shocked. And, you know, I got to give it up to Zeb Coulter. Zeb Coulter's really motivated Cesaro as of late. It's going to be not too long before you see him winning a championship title.
Who, Cesaro?
Cesaro.
Yeah, he deserves. I think he does deserve a mid-card belt, but I don't think he could carry like a world heavyweight belt.
No, start him mid-card.
I think he can definitely do United States or Intercontinental Championship.
Yes, and
he'll look really good rocking one of those.
And you know what surprised me the most last night was when he did the Cesaro swing on Big E, and then
Big man.
That's a big man to lift up, you know. And like I said, Cesaro was built, and
what is Cesaro's move that he does at the end?
the neutralizer.
Yo, I was scared for his neck because Big E landed.
Yeah, he landed. Yeah.
And it looked. I was like, whoa! When I saw that, I reacted like.
Yeah, that was after the match.
Right.
That was after the
after the match.
After the disqualification.
After the DQ, yeah.
Because Swagger came in because Big E went after Swagger. Swagger tried to retaliate, missed, went into the stairs. Then Big E went to do the big ending. Swagger came in, gave him the Patriot lock. And did you see Cesaro's face at the end? He was like, "What are you doing? Why are you screwing me over? Again, you screwed me. Again, you screwed me." And even Coulter got pissed off. Coulter looked at him like, "This is like, what are you doing?"
He was thinking about himself, Jack Swagger. You're selfish, you're jealous, man.
Now, remember what Venus said also.
Jealous, man. Jealous.
But remember what Venus said. Breakup of a tag team. There's one breakup right there. You're going to see it. In the coming weeks, it's not going to be a Mania match. Swagger versus Cesaro.
So at the end, he kind of forgives him and is like, alright, cool.
Yeah, but do you really think it was forgiveness? How much would have been when you went backstage? It was a lot more dissension.
But now...
You're going to see something built up. It's going to be built up. How much would have been? I could be wrong.
Now, I introduce Mr. John Cena. Coming out, talking about respect, man, and kissing ass like always. Kissing a bunch of people's ass in his promo. And then he says, Bray Wyatt, you gotta come through me, man. I'm cool, man. And Bray Wyatt comes and has a real speech and shit, like the best speech I've probably heard from Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
I wish I could remember some lines, but he really said,
You're a liar.
He's like,
You're a liar.
Yeah, like you're the hero. Like he's there, the little kids out there with their hats and the
Cena's like a mentor to the little kids, basically.
So yeah, and that speech was like, wow, that was a good speech. Bray's speech is like
his mic skills are amazing.
He's a poet, man. Nobody's writing that for him.
No, he writes his own.
Because he's got.
You can tell that's coming from the heart, right there.
Oh yeah.
You can tell that he's using personal feelings that the fans have against Cena. He's just like, that's why that match is setting up for Mania. Like I said, also a couple weeks ago, I'm like Bray and Cena, they've been setting it up since even the last pay-per-view.
Royal Rumble.
It's the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. That was a teaser.
Because Cena got nothing else going on. And Bray is the new guy, so it's just like, hey, maybe I can get some heat off of this guy over here. Get a little, because Bryan looked good in that match.
Yeah.
Maybe I could have a match like that.
And now they're playing off the angle of Cena tweaking his knee or hyperextending into playing into that angle now, which I don't know if that's a good idea.
What was it? What is it going to be? Another Super Cena moment again?
Yeah, that's what they want. That's what the WWE.
Like the same thing at Hell in a Cell.
And they
Guys, it's been 6 weeks, so like 2 weeks after my training, I can now lift 650 pounds again.
That's what they did at the OA Royal Rumble.
Yeah, it's like,
they did that at the OA Royal Rumble. It's getting washed up. It's getting washed up.
I'm a Cena fan. I like Cena, but there's just too many times of him being force-fed to the fans, and he's wondering why people boo him, people cheer him, and he's an easy target.
I think I'm happy as long as Bray Wyatt wins.
Oh, he will. No, he
needs to beat Cena, or I'm gonna be upset.
I want to see him win, but you know the WWE.
If you beat Bryan, you gotta beat Cena.
But you know the WWE is gonna kiss Cena's ass and make him win.
Better not.
They're doing it for the kids. That's why. That's the only reason why Cena wins is because of the kids. They looked at, oh, Cena lost. Oh my God, I'm gonna start crying.
Good, that brings emotion out of the children. So let's move on to the next one.
Yeah, Sheamus versus Christian.
One of the sleeper rules to me.
Oh yeah, another big sleeper match.
Yeah, they have a little bit of a feud carrying over from Friday Night SmackDown from a couple weeks ago when Sheamus accidentally bro kicked him, in their tag team match. But we're seeing a different side of Christian. Maybe this is his last hurrah. He's getting he has a little bit of a mean streak going on. He was very aggressive in the match. But my man, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus, came through, equally matched Christian, and won.
But delivered a nasty bro kick off the top rope. Oof.
I mean, Sheamus is a down-out brawler. I like that. I like to see him put in a good storyline rather than facing Christian.
Yeah,
It's kind of like they just wanted a jam-packed brawl matches.
Yeah. No. But can they work something up with Sheamus in the Mania? Maybe so.
I mean, I heard a rumor going around that it was supposed to be him versus Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. Bryan trying to get retribution for the 18-second loss.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard into that.
I hope they don't go that route.
No.
I hope they don't go that route.
I mean, you said you heard the rumor. It's been brought up, but no, they better not. If you want to get a worldwide audience for this year's WrestleMania to celebrate 30 years, you gotta come creative.
Yeah.
Can I just say something?
What's up?
Yes. The yes man comes out
Oh yeah.
to fight corporate Kane with a tank top and slacks and shoes. So where they do that at? Because I don't never seen nobody wrestle like that. That's not appropriate.
Was that like new ring? Was that new ring attire now for him?
That's not cool, man.
And this match was retribution for Daniel Bryan. Since SummerSlam, he's been getting bullshitted on after bullshitted on. It started with him winning the title, then losing the title. Winning the title again, at the next pay-per-view, then losing it again. It's getting annoying with him. If you're going to give him a title, keep it. That's what you got to do. You got to make sure he keeps the title. And now with Kane interfering all these matches now, it's just like...
You gotta take care of Kane first because he's in his way. And he feels Hunter's in his way too. Oh, before the match also, he's like, Hunter, I want you, Hunter, I want you. And Hunter's like, I only faced 8+ players. Classic Hunter.
And it's
classic
funny,
asshole.
And it's funny how Brian goes, he goes, I want you at WrestleMania. And Hunter's like, WrestleMania? Are you delusional? I'm going to put you in the card somehow. WrestleMania.
I'll find something for me.
WrestleMania.
I already explained this.
Like I'm the A++ player. You're just a B+ player. You think I want to go against a minor leaguer when I'm the big shot?
So that turns into Kane versus Daniel Bryan, and he takes his aggression out, pretending that Kane is Triple H, and just kicking his ass.
And it was good. It was really good.
A good match.
It was, and it was good.
Kane needs to just change his clothes and just jump back in the ring.
How much you want to bet before you know you're going to see him go back to the mask?
He needs to go back to the mask.
He
needs to go back to the original Kane. That's what he needs to do. He can't be corporate Kane who wrestles in dress shoes and slacks.
Yeah.
And then after the match, Brian got on the mic and he goes, Hunter, you hear what these people are saying. Give what these people want. Don't just sit there and ignore them. Give what the people want. You and me at WrestleMania. Give it what they want. Now, will Hunter listen? I don't know.
So how did that match end? Daniel Bryan
Gets the win
because he's Daniel Bryan, and it was a fair match. Anytime it's a fair match, Daniel Bryan wins.
He's gonna win.
So he's kind of like looking at the WrestleMania sign.
And
I don't know what he's hoping for.
That match with Hunter. He wants that match with Hunter.
It's bittersweet, the match with Hunter, because you want him at the main title, but...
It doesn't matter if you're going to go for the main title. It really doesn't matter. You want to go against the man who's been laying obstacle after obstacle to you. Go after him, then focus on the title. Focus on the obstacle, then the title.
So let me just move on to Summer Rae with Fandango. Being accompanied by Fandango. Because she is facing.
Oh no, stop.
And I was doing the dance.
Oh dear God!
Me and my friends were like,
Stop! That music's annoying!
With her friend, what's his name?
Santino Marella?
The Milan Miracle.
Oh God! Oh, well, what? Back in 2008 or something, or 2016 or something? What is he now? What the?
I think the Divas match was fairly okay.
No, it wasn't. It was a
It
bore.
was alright. It wasn't that bad. You making it seem like
It was, because Emma did it. Emma is nothing.
Look, anytime there are two hot women in the ring, I am watching.
Emma's not hot.
And maybe that
Summer Rae
surprised me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the match.
You think, let me franchise, you think Emma's hot? No. Emma's a dog.
I think.
I don't know, man. I'll
hold
take
on.
it. I'll
Hold
take the dog out.
Let me correct that. Summer Rae and Emma are hot.
I just look at Summer Rae because she is beautiful. Emma needs to go back to the dog pound. Or NXT or whatever you call it.
Summer Rae, if you're listening, hashtag let's go out on a date.
Oh, dear God.
I'm available.
You gotta
Hit me up on Facebook.
You gotta hashtag that now? Really? You gotta hashtag that?
Alright, anyway. Divas match cutting short. Now let's talk about the Usos versus the New Age Outlaws. Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody.
To a 5 second win.
Which was relatively a short match. Missed their promo. Kicks Billy outside the ring. Splashes him. Gets the pin. Usos win. That should have been a rematch for the tag team titles.
I thought it was.
I thought so too. I thought so too.
Because I heard before that they were gonna beat the New Age Outlaws, and I was like, oh, for the titles, if that would have, I was excited about that, but unfortunately, it was just a regular match.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I don't know what's going on, but the Usos looked like they were going to win the tag team titles 3 times against 3 different tag teams.
They're just building them
Team
up.
Hell No.
Oh yeah. The Shield.
The Shield. The
Yeah.
Outlaws.
Yeah,
For the win, he did the suck it in the air.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Disrespectful
Hopefully.
to the old pioneers, using their stuff against them.
but yes, I would really like to see the Usos win the tag team titles.
Now you mentioned that, we're going to go into, I think, the epic match of the night. Roman Reigns versus the leader, Bray Wyatt. You want to talk about Clash of the Titans? Like you had Sunday at the Chamber?
The future of the company is here right now. Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt.
You have 2 future guys.
The future babyface, the future heel of the company.
Yeah.
Fighting so soon, it's kind of like a gift on Monday Night Raw.
And you don't get many gifts like that on Monday Night Raw.
You don't, and you won't see it for a while, I'll bet you that.
No, this is going to be a last hurrah between 2 future people, individual soul competitors.
Let's hope we meet again for the world heavyweight.
They're going to meet again.
They will. And it's going to be for #1 contendership for the WWE World Title. It's going to be good. This match was even. You know, there was no clear-cut favorite.
All the moves, all their special moves were getting done.
Yeah.
The Wyatt, the classic Wyatt to the corner, running, throwing his whole body. And my friend was saying that doesn't really watch wrestling. He's like, wow, he's fast for a big guy. He comes like a freight train.
He does.
And he's like, he jumps, he drops his whole body jumping to the corner. And also Roman Reigns with the Superman punch, cocked it like a gun. Like always, he got him. But both of them got all their special moments. It was really cool.
It was really good.
It's what everyone wanted last night.
And they got
the
it.
night before.
Yeah, they wanted it Sunday, and it was a carryover on Raw, basically. You know, You had a climactic moment at the Chamber on Sunday. You had an extra high climactic moment now on Raw. And how did that match end? Did that match end with a clear-cut favorite? Or
It was a disqualification.
On who? Was it Reigns or was it on Bray?
It was the Wyatts, you know, the Wyatts came in and then the Shield came and helped them and jumped in, and Dean Ambrose was the last one to come.
Yeah, but you heard what Roman said before the match. He goes, "You leave the family behind, I'll leave the house behind."
So they only ran out afterwards.
But Reigns didn't look too happy afterwards, apparently. He didn't look too happy, like, why are you helping me when I told you I can do it by myself?
Now I wanted them to break up. I admit that I predicted that they were breaking up Sunday on Monday Night Raw, and I was wrong. Because I wanted that to happen.
It can still happen, but they gotta build. You gotta.
I want it to happen before Mania so they can fight at Mania.
You might have it before.
That's my concern.
You might. Well, you don't get. You still have a month and a couple of days to work something out. It can still happen. Don't give up on the hope yet. You might.
I won't, man. Now you just inspired me.
Oh
but
yeah.
The match was awesome. Monday Night Raw was great so far.
And it just got better at the end.
At the end, you see The Rock Lesnar with Paul Heyman.
And
comes out.
Let me just say something.
Talks his shit.
Let me just say something. Vanessa, this segment right here is for you.
Dedication.
It's a dedication segment for you because we know you love The Undertaker. Continue.
Brock Lesnar is upset that he has nobody to fight. Why should he even fight at WrestleMania? He has a contract from Hunter and Stephanie that says, hey, I can fight whoever I want. That's not already on a card. But that pisses him off because the cards are kind of full.
It's basically saying, you know, you give me what I want, I'll give you what I want. Come see, come swap, basically.
Whatever that means, bro.
Yeah, that was like kind of like.
So I'm gonna say that he's upset and they're gonna walk away, and then you hear the
gong.
Because there's no one for him to fight, so he's gonna walk away, and then you hear the.
But this was in the works since UFC, since Lesnar was in UFC. This was in the works. This is a personal hatred between Lesnar and the Dead Man. Personal hatred.
So WrestleMania is set. He's gonna be the second card on the whole WrestleMania.
He'll be one of the main events.
He's gonna be second to last, I assume, because before there was 2 belts. Now there's only one belt. So now I assume Undertaker's match is gonna be number 2.
Or you might have the WWE World Title as number 2, and then put the Undertaker to close out WrestleMania.
That I don't think that's gonna happen.
You don't think that's gonna happen?
Not the championship is gotta be the last match.
I see it reversed. I see it reversed. I see.
If it was his last year, I'd say yes. I agree with you. But I think that maybe next year will be his last year. Because I don't picture him ending it with Brock.
No. What do you see him ending it with?
I think it'll be Cena. Just because he's Cena. No?
No? What do you say?
Sting.
That was supposed to happen this year.
Yeah, I guess when he's old, gets older,
yeah, but what's
the weaker
going on?
he gets, he can fight.
But the question is, what's going on with Sting's negotiation with the
I heard
WWE?
Sting is already like about to come, but there's so much going on right now that he'll be overshined.
Really?
I think he needs a couple weeks to breathe so he can come in.
When do you bring?
I heard that he's gonna be the general manager of Raw.
What?
Bring him in the Monday night
At the Mania? Really? Who would you fight him against?
There's nobody except the Undertaker. That's why they're gonna make him general manager for a year to build him and Undertaker.
Sting, Bray Wyatt.
No.
How about that?
Sting is too old for him to carry him, but I need him to carry Bray Wyatt.
Both are psychologically unstable in their own minds. You don't know what they're both going to do. How about that? Sting versus Bray Wyatt. You come to think about it, am I right? Am I right?
I don't know. I can't tell you you're right because that sounds a little wacky.
A little wacky?
Yeah, that's a little too crazy.
I'm I'm gonna call it out again, like I did on the Chamber. I'm gonna call this out. You're gonna see Sting possibly show up on Raw after Mania. Watch Bray Wyatt come out and say, "You're stealing my limelight. I'm here. I'm the bigger guy. Who are you?" Sting can come out with his bat, put a beating to Bray Wyatt, and there you go. You got
again your fantasy booking.
It's not a fantasy. You can see it happen. You don't know that.
But more realistically, you're gonna see, from what I understand, he's gonna be Raw General Manager. They're gonna build. It makes more sense that he's gonna fight Undertaker
Yeah, but Sting barely speaks.
next WrestleMania.
But Sting barely speaks. He didn't speak when he was in WCW.
He speaks in TNA though.
That was TNA.
All right, then
But
he has the mic
TNA,
skills. to do it.
TNA is in turmoil now.
All right, that's why he's not there.
That's why he's gonna sign with WWE.
That's why they're gonna when he goes.
Just give it a chance. You're so negative on him coming.
I'm not negative on the guy coming. I want to see him come as much as
But
anybody else.
he has to build. You can't just throw him in a match out of nowhere.
Why not?
He has no presence there. He needs the
He
young
needs a
generation.
relevance to him.
He needs
You
a
can't
year
just
build
blow him. You can't just throw him into the fire. You need to build him for WrestleMania 31, which is in the new San Francisco 49ers home.
Where the hell did you read that? Really?
Yeah, they made the announcement. It's the whole thing. The WrestleMania with the play sign. It's gonna be the most interactive WrestleMania next year.
Noise.
What? I didn't hear that.
Mm-hmm.
I know that they announced it, but
I think somebody's a bigger wrestling fan than somebody.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear it.
Somebody's getting spoiled.
Oh, okay.
story.
Hey, listen, I didn't hear it, so I believe you.
I mean,
I'll take
there was only a big press conference about it.
well,
There was a logo released.
I didn't see it. Oh my
That's
God.
what the wrestling community is about, spreading information about your favorite WWE superstars.
Oh.
So let me cut this conversation short. That's gonna happen. Taker kind of takes his hand and uses his hand to sign it, so it's happening. You know, Taker's Brock Lesnar, WrestleMania, it ends there. Then launches. I go to my PS3 in my friend's room, and we put the WWE Network on.
Yep.
And by the way, I saw the pre-show on the WWE Network, and
Was it good?
it was good. It had me entertained. It was half an hour, and they
Was there a match at the pre-show?
I do think
What match
there was a match, but I forgot.
It was Kofi Kingston versus Damian Sandow, and they actually
Oh,
acknowledged.
that's right.
They
And then
acknowledged
interviewed
that.
him.
Yeah, they acknowledged the fact that it was being taped for WWE superstars.
Really? Oh, you told me about that. You told me that.
Oh
one.
yeah, that's right. It was superstars
Yeah.
within the weight.
Yeah.
Really?
There were, yeah.
Actually, Josh Matthews considered it a preliminary match,
Oh God.
and then they acknowledged.
Did
that it
anybody
was,
watch the post?
I saw the post show as well.
What happened on the post show? I missed that one.
The post show, it really wasn't much. It was kind of like the pre-show, and then it kind of like.
Did they show what
They
happened?
had some interviews. They had Hulk Hogan interview.
Let me ask you this question: did they show what happened after the cameras went off the air? Was it?
Yes, exactly. They showed Brock Lesnar walking away.
Oh, they did.
Like it was cool because you don't see that on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
So they show you what happens after.
Sounds interesting. I'm gonna take a look into that. I mean, I ordered the network, but I didn't get a chance to
But
watch
yeah,
it.
I jumped right on the network, and then I saw that, and then I borrowed my friend's laptop, and I was like, I'm gonna go watch. You guys gonna watch a movie? No. I have the fever. I have the fever. I'm going to my room with the laptop, log in to the WWE Network, and I saw 1998 Raw with DX,
Wow.
Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold Steve Austin with Mike Tyson fighting in the ring.
Wow.
Undertaker
WrestleMania 15.
It was, and you know what was the coolest part about what I saw?
What was that?
That DX was like, we're gonna look for the Undertaker.
Oh,
we're gonna
yes.
find him, right? And then the Undertaker comes down, like like how Shawn Michaels did once, like and how
WrestleMania 12 with the zip line.
yeah, and Undertaker came down like that, and then he took off his thing, and it was Shawn Michaels. Like, break it down. And the
I
DX
remember
music
that,
came
yeah.
on, and he was like stripping, and everyone thought it was Undertaker. I was like, that all happened in that 2 hours?
I think that'll be the network will be a good way of reliving some of our past.
Yeah.
Wow. I was so
Yeah.
impressed that was all in one episode.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, Stone Cold, Original DX,
I mean, you look at the
The
network.
Rock,
I
The
mean,
Nation.
You look at the network itself, there's a lot of content on there, and I think it's great. Because if you're a younger generation, like a new generation type of guy, and you don't know much about the WWE, you can go on this network and you can learn it within a couple of days, basically, with all the content that they got on this network today. There's a little bit of kinks that, they got to work out, with the streaming issues and all that, but,
It didn't bother me too much. It happened, every 20 minutes, there'll be, it pauses for a couple seconds. But
there's some content that doesn't play, but, they're working it out, they're going to work this out, it's brand new, you got to work out your kinks and all that.
yeah, with a test dummy in the United States. But once it goes international, I'm sure everything will be.
Because the first day they broke 250,000 to almost 350,000 people signed up on just day one. You're talking almost 500,000 people on just the first day. Imagine what happens, like you said, when they go international. That's just going to be. And when they add more content to it.
I heard someone online from the UK saying that they hate that they don't get to have the network.
Well,
that it's just unfair.
I think you should have just done a worldwide launch. You would have had a lot more people.
Yeah,
I think it just makes us
trouble signing up.
Yeah, true. That's very true.
Like
That's
like Obamacare.
It's kind of like when you're in a room full of people and only a quarter of the room gets to have some free candy, and the rest of the room has to wait till next week.
Like Obamacare.
Oh, you see, he's getting political.
Here we go.
See, the difference between the network and Obamacare is.
Listen, this is a wrestling show, not a show on Fox News. I apologize for Future.
Yeah.
Chris Corey, he gets a little carried away sometimes.
Carried away? I was speaking the truth.
The trail was off the track.
Oh,
Yeah.
please. There's a similarity. From one of the websites
I'm sure you're gonna find the similarity.
No, there was a similarity. I went on one of my sources the other day, and they said that just like Obamacare, the WWE Network has had its problems. But just like Obamacare, it's taken a little while for the network to get resolved. But I think the network is going to be much better than Obamacare.
Whoa, Obama, watch out, cause Watch the Pie YouTube is out for you, brother. Anyways. That pretty much wraps up everything for the pay-per-view, for We Love It Raw, and also for the WWE launch of the network. I love the network, and I'm probably going to keep watching and watching and watching and watching.
I want to see the new content that they add on. I'm waiting for that new content, especially Legends House when it comes out.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Legends.
Yeah, that comes out April this year.
And they have old episodes. They have the very first
WrestleMania.
The very first WrestleMania. The very first
Royal Rumble.
The very first Royal Rumble. The very first SmackDown.
And Survivor Series, I think. I don't know about that, but they might.
They have a lot of content.
I like the content.
They have a lot of Monday Night Raws. A lot of Monday Night Raws. They don't have every single one, but they have a lot of content.
Because Raw is the longest weekly running episodic show on cable television, basically.
History.
It's history.
And that was a special appearance by Michael Cole.
Thank you, JBL.
Michael Coleslaw, like our truth says.
But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to conclude our show tonight.
Subscribe to Watch the Pot YouTube, watchthepot.com, I always say.
Comment, share, like, spread the word.
Positive, negative things, we welcome your feedback.
We want more followers. For A.S. Caldero, for the franchise himself, Joe DeMarco, this is the future Chris Curry, signing off saying, keep it real and keep it raw.
And see you next week, because shit is crazy. Hulk Hogan's back. Undertaker is back. You don't think that we're going to have things to talk about next week? There's a lot to cover. A lot. And I'm going to keep you updated on the WWE Network as well, because by next week I'm going to learn a lot. I'm going to learn today.
Have a good night, everybody.